Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves, all on this journey to reunite with our twins in this lifetime. And I'm going to share today. Yesterday, I was doing 11. I said that I was going to do an 11/11 card reading for people, which is $11.11. And I was the reading is to pick a card from the Starman Tarot, which is the David Bowie deck, and to ask what's the main energy that you're going to be working with for you and your twin in 2019. And then also to read, if you pick a number between 1 and 266, I'd then read you the letter from the Divine Love Letter books that I do, which are all channeled letters from people's twins. And so it's a really amazing way of getting a message from your twin. And because I was doing them yesterday, not surprisingly, I did it for a number of different people. But I'm going to go through the energies that came up, because independently they tell a story for the individual, but collectively, of course, they tell a story again for the collective. And it is a lovely, 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 really super positive outlook for 2019. So I'm going to go through. So this is from, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 different people, and it was looking at what's the main energy that you're going to be working with for 2019 for you and your twin, and I'm going to go through it. So this is a representative of the collective, right? Because we're all working with the same energies. So, firstly, it ends with the lovers, of course. The uniting are, if you look here, there's bees as well flying all over them and coming out of them, because you are the milk to the honey, you are the nectar to their, honey to their nectar. And it's the marriage of the divine feminine, divine union, and the union of both of those masculine and feminine energies within us. To create, for creation, right? To create the best life, to harness those masculine energies and to soften those energies with the feminine energy. And so that's why we are the bee and the honey, right? So it ends with the lovers, which of course is amazing. And it goes in a sequence. So it starts with the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords is where we are pushing through, basically where we're hiding our feelings. We're hiding our true selves behind a glass door, right? Or a glass box in this case. If you look here, the swords are smashing through the glass box though. And actually he's running away with 2 swords. The 2 swords is making a decision, right? So he's running away because he's made his decision to smash out of the illusion of his life and our life. So the 7 of Swords is representing anything that's in your life where you are hiding from your true self. And you've put up this, and it may be that you're not really wanting to face it, right? And you're kind of hiding behind, exactly like it shows here, a glass box. Because in the box you feel comfortable, but actually in order to break out and really put your mental swords, let the mental strife go, you've got to smash out of that box. Which is what we're all doing, day by day by day. We're uplifting more and more into our true self. So the 7 of Swords is representative of that, because of course any change, no matter how small or big, it comes with an element of mental strife, because, you know, human nature is to sort of fight against change. Obviously the spiritual path is all about change, and it's all about getting in the flow, and it's all about letting experience happen through you. Of course that is challenge, right? But once we go through the 7 of Swords, we go to the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is symbolic, and this was so lovely because it was the bat. The bat is here, and it's got like a golden egg within the bat, and she's holding it within her hand. And the 9 of Pentacles is basically when you've worked in the physical world for, you know, you've basically been honing your skills, and you've worked and worked and worked, and you're going through your transformation. And actually the transformation here is indicated by the bat, because at the heart of the bat is the golden energy. And here I noticed this little sort of ghost. So this is, you know, the ghost self that we're letting go of. You know, the ghosts of the past, the ghosts of being ghosted if you've been ghosted by your twin. It's being able to see that that has happened because they're not being true to themselves. They can't face their feelings. But that's what they're being pushed out of because, you know, the man here is holding those two swords because he's had to make a decision. That's where the transformation comes in. But the big thing is, and what was so lovely, in the description of this card, it references the physical body. And in particular for this lady, she's gone through a very challenging time physically and with her health. And so again, it was like, it managed to weave in the fact that her physical health is also, you know, on the up for 2019, which was just so amazing how spirit works, right? It's just quite incredible. So 9 of Pentacles, transformation. It then goes on to the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment, right? Wishes coming true. You've made those wishes into the ocean, the biggest wishing well in the world. That wish is being picked up on, and just as sure as the tide comes in and out, you know, I'm getting the song Message in a Bottle. The message in the bottle is, I love you. This is gonna happen. You have to trust in it. And if you look at her face here, she has this massive smile on her face, right? And she's above her is this huge golden sun. And she's got this sort of lizard or chameleon. So the lizard and chameleon is also, you know, they change their environment. And again, this is what your twin might be doing. They might be not showing their true selves, right? But being in the 9 of Cups is saying, but your wishes are coming true because you can see through the illusion of when they change their colour, right? They're still the same, right? It might change their colour, but they're still exactly the same. Their true feelings underneath never change, right? So wishes coming true. Then goes on to, so basically it's like breaking out of the old self, going into transformation, dreams and wishes coming true, and then the growth of the feminine into the Queen of Swords. It was the Queen of Wands and the Princess of Wands. So it was the Queen of Wands and the Princess of Wands. So the Wands are all about your spiritual self, and the Princess and the Queen of Wands is this sort of movement from, it's like a graduation, right, through the year as we progress through 2019. The princess is like embodying the sexy and illuminescent spiritual warrior that she is, right? If you look here, and it's almost like she has the key. These remind me of keys. So she has the keys to the universe coming out of her, right? And the lightning bolts and the rainbow. Everything is shining out of her. And what was lovely in this particular reading that I did, she had the princess. She actually had the Queen of Wands, but when I started reading the Princess of Wands, and then I realised, and I was like, well, there's no coincidences, right? And there's no accidents. So I was like, you are clearly going to be going through the metamorphosis in 2019 from the Princess to the Queen of Wands, where you're embodying more and more and more of your spiritual truth, right? Of this sexy warrior goddess, where you are like, you're everything. You're like an earth mother, but you're also like this fiery goddess, princess, and sexual ecstasy giver, and all of these things, you know. You're the tantric queen. And so, what an amazing journey. And then it finally ended with the Lovers. So it was like this beautiful journey through doing individual reads for you know, and just, you can get so much from one card. Because again, it is so amazing how much it truly represents what is happening, right? And so we gravitate to the Lovers, and the end of the journey is the Lovers. So I'm going to read the the Lovers, because again, it is quite a beautiful message. And this is what we are all working towards. So, I am the gateway to divine love. The Lovers govern the realm of relationships, connections with self or another. It asks us to consider different points of view so that we can relate to the issues at hand. Rather than seeing things as black or white, it encourages us to expand our point of view and see things as black and white, two sides of the same coin. The Lovers are depicted in an urban landscape, illustrating that most of our lives are now being played out in urban environments. We have moved out of the garden into the city. Cities are gateways to new opportunities and experiences, diverse melting pots of culture, service and learning. Similarly, the gateway of the Lovers archetype can expand our point of view, experiencing how different or disowned qualities complement and contribute to a greater and more potent sense of being and possibility in the world. We feel the magic of synergy, the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. The Lovers' faces are taken directly from a work of art I created for Bowery in 1997, also called The Lovers. Their nudity symbolises their desire to be open and free, honest, soulful and sensual beings that feel safe, honoured and appreciated in each other's presence. Open to revealing their shadow selves and receiving the light of awareness and acceptance. Experiencing the highs of love and the associated high levels of dopamine in the brain, we can effortlessly fall in love with the self. Our beauty, innocence and radiance reflected beautifully back to us by the other. We move with and beyond the ecstatic embraces, passionate, sensual and embodied to merge and become one another, whole and complete. The bees dance above the honeycomb dripping with honey, the sensual and sweet food of the gods, the ancient symbol of love and fertility believed to be a powerful aphrodisiac, and incorporated into many ritual practices associated with fertility and with marriage. The spider, an archetypal, remarkable figure of feminine energy and creativity, whose skill in weaving her intricate web is a miracle of organic engineering, symbolising weaving the web of life with her lover and the integration of all parts, light and dark, into a whole. The bullet holes are a stark reminder of the destructive power of love, the addiction to a lover. Inherent in the art of relationship is two-way communication, giving and receiving, expressing and listening. And when we realise that there are fuller gifts to give and receive beyond the passion of sexual love, love can be transformed. From the heat of desire for the other to a beautiful sharing and acknowledgement of the gift of life embodied and mirrored in each other. As the depth of loving grows and matures, the acceptance of what will be, moment to moment expands, and like the fountain of life in an overflowing cup, each gives for the sheer joy of giving, wanting nothing in return. This card hums with positivity, balance, and harmony. And the Lovers is seeking a connection with others, blending opposing ideas into one, making a choice, accepting yourself as you are, and giving and receiving freely. Well, you see how it comes full circle, because again, it says the Lovers at the end. So the cycle is we end with the Lovers, and it comes back to making a choice. Right, just as I was drawn to this guy running with the Two of Swords, he was making a choice to come out of the mental strife and come out of the glass box that he put himself into. And we end with the Lovers, also making that choice to become one, making that choice to become whole, making the choice to be the bee to each other's honey. All right, well, amazing. So if you'd like a $11 reading, the details are in the description box. You receive a one-card read, and I read the Starman Tarot. And then also you can pick a number from the books, and I will then read the book, and you receive a private video. And it's amazing. It really is. It tells such great insight. I mean, these cards blow me away. So, what a journey. A journey of dreams coming true, a journey of stepping into our full goddess power, ending in the Lovers.